A fish! You saw it too, right?
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Now where might those fish be? All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
There we go. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Ha! I've got something. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
I can't believe you caught that with a rod. Amazing.
Ha! All right. She's got a good size to her, all told.
That flapper was a true fighter.
There's a nice breeze here. Could it be? I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Are we going to be able to finish all that?
Ha! All right. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
As I recall, there's a recipe we've yet to try.
Yeah, this is the last ingredient we need.
Then let's go ahead and prepare it.
We finally made it.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
There's something in the water.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. There we go. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Time to try a different spot. Time to try a different spot. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. All right, once more from the top. Reel it in. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Ha! I've got something. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
That flapper was a true fighter.
There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
Time to try a different spot. Oh! Didn't think I'd catch something this big.
Remarkable. You're top of the food chain.
Yeah! Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Time to try a different spot. Time to try a different spot. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
There's something in the water.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Yeah! Is this what I think it is? That's not a fish I see often.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
Yeah! I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
All right, once more from the top. Yeah! Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Yeah! Time to try a different spot. Ha! All right, once more from the top. Reel it in. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish. We've reached our destination.
There's something in the water.
Yeah! All right, once more from the top. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
There's something in the water.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
There's something in the water.
Now where might those fish be? Yeah! There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Not too shabby, friend.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Okay, change of plans. Yeah! Time to try a different spot. I've got something. that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Yeah! Reel it in. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
All right, once more from the top. Yeah! All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Yeah! Time to try a different spot. All right. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Where should I cast my line? Ha! Time to try a different spot. I've got something. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it! Finally.
Now where might those fish be? Okay, change of plans. Okay, change of plans. Okay, change of plans. Yeah. There we go. We can get a good meal out of this fella.
We can make a real feast out of this bad boy.
Okay, change of plans. I've got something. reeled us in a big one.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
We've reached our destination.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. There's a nice breeze here.
We've reached our destination.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Looks like we made it here in one piece. A fish! You saw it too, right?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Reel it in. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
Wow, what an awesome fish you caught!
Now where might those fish be? Hup. Time to try a different spot. Time to try a different spot. Yeah. All right. That's not a fish I see often.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Is this what I think it is? Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend. I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah! Time to try a different spot. Yeah! Okay, change of plans. We've got a lively one! Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Okay, change of plans. Okay, change of plans. Now where might those fish be?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. There's a nice breeze here.
We finally made it.
I always loved... the sound of hammers banging away.
I've caught a good amount of fish, as it turns out.
I had no idea there were so many.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet. There's a whole world of fish just waiting for us to discover them.
Guess we've still got a long way to go.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
I'll see you again tomorrow. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
yourselves! This one's tough!
Hard Malevolence! Arcade Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Shattering pieces!
Celestial Hammer! Razor Cyclone!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Take this! All yours! Rising
Canyon Whirl! Electric Shock! Razor Cyclone!
Take this!
Going in! Hit! One more! Hearing Flame! Reload! Canyon Whirl!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Rising Wyvern!
I'll heal you all!
Lightning Thrust!
Photon Blast! Healing Hard Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer!
Rising Wyvern!
Burning Strike! Celestial Hammer! Celestial Hammer!
Away! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Little help!
Take this!
Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch! It's a duel of the arts! Celestial Hammer! Electric
Flying freeze! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of this?
No sooner said than done! Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaints here!
Get on in there with him! Flame of Fury! Burning Tidal! Laser Spear! Pierce Evil! Freeze Lancer! Celestial Hammer! Electric Shock!
This one's mine!
Unguard! Hear me! Flame of Fury! Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Sword!
Look sharp! Lightning
Thunder
Blade!
Here, let me help!
Here I
First
go!
aid! Hey, let's see that you don't get in trouble again.
Rising Falcon!
Lightning Condemned!
Lightning Thrust!
Make it rain!
It's over! Alphen! In an instant! Impact Frost!
That extra training paid off.
What could this be? Don't get careless.
Don't tell me.
Hard Malevolence! Arcade Waterfall! In here! I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Don't worry, I've got plenty to
Airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
You picked the wrong fight!
Photon Blast! Light Astral Energy!
Rising Wyvern!
Celestial Hammer! Use the healing art! Crescent Moon! First aid!
Now I can let loose! Rising Wyvern!
Look sharp!
No further! Take this! All in order!
I'll heal you all! Light Astral Energy! Photon Blast!
You're
I'm
mine!
on a roll!
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a wiper.
Rising one! Make it rain! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
Little help!
You want me?
Eat dirt!
Come get me! Armor won't save you!
Demon Fang! Swallow Blade!
Healing circle!
This
Electric
will do
Blade!
it!
Raise your
Totally!
payload!
In an instant! Impact block!
Glacial spear.
Going in. Here's Evo.
Rising water!
Freeze Lancer! Waterfall!
Phoenix!
Sleep now.
The enemy wields hearts too.
You'll soon see about that!
This one's mine.
Light astral energy! Photon flare! Light astral energy! Here goes! Back into the fray! No more Miss Nice Girl! Hear me!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
Out of our way!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Healing circle!
Rising water!
Purge the left! Not in your dreams! This one's Purge the left! Here's a healing
daylight like our
waterfall!
down.
I'll bring you back from death to death! Arcade waterfall! Resuscitation! This one's mine! Up and at 'em! Let's go! Steering blade! They're surrounding us from death to
Here I
death!
come!
Resuscitation!
You! Blew away!
Radiant pierce! Sting again!
Astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Hammer! Flame of fury! Celestial here!
We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Arcade waterfall!
Sleep now.
Rising
Light
water!
astral energy! Photon flash! Light astral energy! This one's mine! Photon flash!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training, though.
That's what I like to hear.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Take it!
Take that! Hurricane strike!
This one's
Radiant
mine.
pierce!
Take this. Good to know my training is paying off.
An opponent like this should be easy. No further! Raining slash!
Here's the evil!
One more!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
I'm just getting started! I'll smash you!
Swallow Blade!
I'm on it!
Here!
What all good? Watch it!
This one's mine.
Prepare to be Steve, though, please. Actually, perhaps Bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Eat this!
I never miss!
I'll end you! First strike! I'll finish you here and now!
Right! Demon Fang!
I'm on it!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Astral
Say no more.
I'll heal you all!
Now I'm in through!
This one's
I'll
mine!
run you through!
Look up!
Alright!
Do it!
Talon Hurricane!
We won that by a mile!
Right here! I got you!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
I'll tear you apart!
Here, let me not in your dreams!
Looks out! Eat this!
In the rain!
I'm just getting started!
Talon
Talon! Hey! Blow them away!
Lightning!
Too slow! Get short front!
Go
Bring
in!
it down!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Here,
You've been snaring
I don't have much left!
Yeah! And the power is to me! Talon Hurricane! I'll smash you! I'm on it! I'll tear you apart! Talon Hurricane!
Make it rain! Out it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off.
Did you just heal me?
I'll tear you apart!
remember?
That's enough!
Right.
Do it!
Hear my call! I never miss! Art expert coming through! Tiger Blade!
Talon Hurricane!
Burning strike! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
First strike!
Freeze Laser!
Finish it! Don't run! Hey! Blow them away!
Here's a healing arc!
Be still!
First aid!
Appreciate the help!
I'm not feeling so great. They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
This might be... some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I need to get rid of these stains somehow.
That was nothing.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
In any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as Lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. I do believe it's about time that I retire. Shall we get moving?
What's with that shining foe over there?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Burning strike!
You wanna play?
Here's the
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
Red laser!
That's enough!
Here I come! Scream!
Eat this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Flying
Finish it!
Why can't they just...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Pieces!
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Light Spear! Mirage!
Hurricane!
The enemy is ours too.
You think? This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're wide open! Take
Annihilation! Hear me! Blizzard Fury! Death Blossom! Tiger Blade! I'm ready!
Whirlwind Snap!
I'll
tear you apart!
You're done!
Going in! Go away!
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat combination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Whirlwind Snap!
Freeze Laser! Hurricane
Finish it! Go, Helene! In an instant! Impact Cross! You're wide open! Take Bolero! Rising Wyvern!
Make it rain! Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
I've been doing really great lately.
SD airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Appreciate the help.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm surrounded! You're too slow! Thank Bolero! Coming! I'll finish you here and now! I'll run you through! Glimmer Dragon!
This one's
Flaming
mine!
Death Blossom! Rising Falcon!
Here's Hurricane
Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along, but it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
Ugh.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? This one's mine!
It's weakened! Crumble!
This ends now! Sword Rain out!
Did you hear it now? Armor won't save you! First strike!
Take this! Devin, who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal!
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Too slow!
Appreciate the
Hey! You're done!
Here I go!
I'm on it!
You're mine! Switch to offense!
Take it! Too much! In a vine, die.
Healing! Hear me!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Run you through! Resuscitation! Here's a healing arm!
Die. There you go!
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane Thrust! Rising
I'll bring you back from death to this!
I'll tear you apart!
Watch this!
Take everyone! Are you okay?
You're not looking too good yourself.
I'll survive! You guys heal now! While I'm reeling!
Take him down! Appreciate the help!
Rising
Look sharp!
Hurricane!
I'll heal you all!
Blade! Prepare to be Wyvern!
Healing circle!
Shattering the pieces!
There are springs erupting.
I'll smash you!
Don't leave me all alone here.
Rising Wyvern!
You know!
Take it!
Switch to offense!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Shion, Wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you were...
I'm fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionne's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Woohoo! Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Woo!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Dahnan leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Way!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Dahnans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niez, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Dahnans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niez is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.